In December 2019, China reported a new outbreak of phenomena of unknown cause. The outbreak has become a public health emergency of international concern. In early January 2020, a seafood market in Wuhan was identified as a suspect outbreak hub by the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and since then, the market has remained closed. This new virus is temporarily named as novel coronavirus 2019 nCoV or COVID-19. In Malaysia, the first case of COVID-19 was confirmed on 25 January 2020, involving 3 Chinese nationals who had entered Johor Bahru, Malaysia via Singapore on 23 January 2020. Out of a total population of 32 million, Malaysia report 6,002 COVID-19 infection cases with 102 deaths at the end of April. Next, the seriousness of this virus has caused the World Health Organization to declare the outbreak of COVID-19 as a global health emergency of international concern on January 30, 2020.
The impact on tourist industry. The outbreak of COVID-19 has exposed a major risk to visit Malaysia 2020. Campaigns as 50% of Malaysia tourists are originate from Singapore and China. The increasing case of COVID-19 in both countries has led to the cancellation of many tours, which has already led to a large drop in the number of tourists to Malaysia. In order to fully contain the virus, the Prime Minister of Malaysia announced the 4 Pace of Movement Control Order (MCO), as they expect the number of COVID-19 cases will continue to increase. The prohibition during the MCO will further contact Malaysia tourist industry, and therefore effective policy to assist the industry player are imperative.
The impact of COVID-19 on hotel business. A total of 170,084 hotel room bookings during the period 11 January 2020 until 16 March 2020 had been cancelled, which causes a loss of revenue amounting to RM68,190,384. The loss was directly attributed to the outbreak of COVID-19. The cancellation of hotel booking has caused a loss of RM20,021,301 in revenue, and followed by Sabah, which suffered a loss of RM11,550,805 in revenue. The state which has been at least affected by COVID-19 in Sarawak, as the total rate of cancellation during the said period was merely 76, with a loss of less than 20 million. The spread of cancellation in hotel booking is expected to continue until MCO ended. The local hotel sector is projected to lose RM3.3 billion in revenue by June 2020 as a result of MCO, which has been extended to 12 May 2020. In tandem with the statistic of room cancellation, workers in the hotel industry in Kuala Lumpur have been the worst hit by the pandemic. From a sample size of 17,826 workers, 552 workers equivalent to 3% have been laid off. Meanwhile, 3,641 equal to 20% workers have been asked to take unpaid leave, and 2,880 equal to 60% workers have faced pay cuts.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lumar Muhammad Tahir from DBA 3A DBA 2021-26117. I will explain to you about the impact on airline. Salary cut. All 3 Malaysian major airlines, namely AirAsia, Malindo Air and Malaysia Airlines, have salary cut range from 10% to 100%. The AirAsia Group will cut its workforce by up to 30% and reduce remaining staff salary by up to 75% in an attempt to save the airlines as the carrier struggles to cope with the coronavirus pandemic. AirAsia Group CEO Tony Fernandez has pledged to keep all of the airline staff despite low revenue to the slump in travel demand and growing government restrictions in the wake of the coronavirus crisis. Employees from across the group had accepted temporary pay reductions of anywhere between 15 to 75%, the airline said at the time. Entry of foreigners. Airline industry faced its grievous crisis when the government of China denied entry of foreigners. It is because the increased percentage of individuals who are not fully vaccinated with a primary series but also have received one or more booster doses strengthens community and individual protection against serious illness from SARS-CoV-19 and reduce the associated strain on healthcare infrastructure.